Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Christian from Berlin, and what is there to know about rock and roll piano? Well, as a rock and roll piano player, you're a goddamn sewing machine. That's your job. Dat, 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 dat. You're absolutely doomed to support the groove. Like any good sewing machine, you might have different sewing patterns, like stitch patterns, like but you are a slave to the rhythm. You absolutely must support the rhythm to make the people dance. Also, you don't do fancy build-up. You enter high level and you do your machine gun stuff and you get maybe one chorus. If the guitarist is stoned, maybe you get another chorus. And you just take over high energy and there's no artsy-fartsy build-up. If you heard there's more to it being a rock and roll piano player, can we please start again? Do that. But if it means you're breaking up the sewing machine, fail. It can only happen on top, but never ever leave the precision of your motor. That's the main thing. And then, of course, a lot of fun to play because it's so straightforward and you can just hammer away. Let's go. So, of course, the intro has been done probably by many tutorials, so I do my share now just for completeness. And it's, of course, the famous guitar intro played on piano. And we have breaks in the beginning. Play these breaks with a fifth or with a seven, doesn't matter. Just this too little, just to give it some crunch here. And we go on. This is, of course, the famous drone lick you know from all my other tutorials, except this one is skipping the flat 5, it's just F. So here we go, and now we come to the tricky part, and it's this is a classic. You gotta play this. There's many variations of that in boogie also, but in rock and roll piano it's very limited set of tools in rock and roll piano. They just repeat all the time. It's far less complex than, let's say, boogie with all its styles. So, and it's this one. First bit. Basically. And now we come to. Okay, now we do this thing together. Again, thirds. Bop, bop. And now we have this. Then, and then again. We don't complete the whole thing like we could, and it's done many times in other contexts. We see we play it further up in a second again. But here, in my example, we have to, I show it to you. That we have time. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, you get the idea that we are in time here, so we cannot just go here until forever. Okay, so we do the whole thing. Again. And. Typical rock and roll. We play these two together, and you don't want a tutorial on this one, eh? I can fall asleep doing that. Actually, I'm asleep now. Okay. And then on C. And here we have it again. And this one is just a small brother of this one here. And then it gains its strength, of course, from speed. Okay, so, but you gotta start doing this slow. So and we are at the third element, the power crusher. That's the easiest bit and most effective, and it's omnipresent in rock and roll piano. It's you don't want a tutorial but that. You can play that on your own. As I sometimes say, my sofa can play that. But here comes the attractive part. I told you I showed you all the elementary great parts to get the audience on your side and get all the stuff flying at you. You know what stuff I mean. Cans of beer. Okay. What is that? It's not magic. Let's start. So I'll play in context after that, but let's have a look at this element, and we start here. Get ready. C, G5. Then thump on the F. Then we have A and E flat. Then we have, let me just double check. Again, just had to check my heart rate. Okay, here we go, again. Then we have the 2-5. It's always 2-5 thump. 2-5 here. 2-5 on B flat and E. And from here it repeats. You see? You see, it's really just a repetition, and this is why you can play it fast if you want it. For now, you play it. Do it with me. Yeah. And it's so good in the hands. It's like as if this was made by God. This riff, it's not a riff. Let's call it a power chain. I like to call it a power chain. That you, after a while, because it's repeating, you can play it really fast. And then now, in the beginning, I played it like for just starting out with rock and roll piano, like. But then I want you to grow. And what you do is, yes, that was shuffled now. Okay, let's do the shuffle for a second, that you can use it in shuffle. Yeah, and it's really great to accelerate. So in fast. That's hard. That's 3 on 2. That's too hard. That's exceeding this tutorial. So for now you play. The other one would be, there would be 16ths actually, and you can play it on G and 4, G4, so to speak. Okay. So and then you end with the so it's. You can start it anywhere, but my suggestion is you could start it like or whatever ending you want. Okay? Now, I'll give you additional tips. One tip is, we have this power thing. That you can also play. You can play rock and roll piano like you played. I played just here for better eyesight, just in case you're impaired, like this one. It fits on all chords. German humor, just don't bother. Okay, so this basically... Yes, but now you watch. It's the fourth being constructed of the fifth of the root to the root and the octave. Now we do that on, and that's as done as often. On F is, and on G it's. So you have one go, just what we started with, and then the second one you do up here like, and then it goes to F, and you play back, and so on, and then that is. I very much hope you like my tutorial, and if you do like it, please leave me a thumbs up. Helps me a lot, helps my channel a lot. I say bye bye. I say thanks very much for watching. All the best from Berlin.